Skate Story is an incredible audiovisual masterpiece that messed up the chemicals in my brain, and now all I want to do is chew on glass under the moonlight in New York City. Hey, this is JPEG, I do not condone putting glass in your mouth, also I have no mouth. I don't think there's a game that has ever made me feel the way Skate Story did, and I don't mean that lightly. The atmospheric, esoteric sounds from the mind of Jon Fio made me fall in love with the game and its surroundings, and the magnificent music from Blood Cultures elevated everything to an 11. So not only Sam Eng's vision came across perfectly via the world, atmosphere, visuals, the characters, the marvelous writing, the fight, and incredible controls over the skateboard, but the music as well mixes up so good that I don't think there is an universe where I don't see Jon Fio, Blood Cultures, and Skate Story genius and fantastic collaboration. They were all meant to be. Now that I have already glazed up the funny glass demon skate game and it's all over the screen, I shall cue the intro. This is Skate Story. Skate Story is a game by Sam Eng, someone who lives and breathes skateboarding, the person responsible for one of my latest obsessions, and the person responsible for making me late writing on this script, since I'd rather be playing Skate Story than writing this. And that is quite curious, because I do love writing my script.
It's one of my favorite things ever.
But I don't think I can quite convey through words what Sam did through coding, designing, and creating the most beautiful underworld I have ever seen depicted on any sort of media for the longest time.
Except Hades, I guess.
I grew up around skateboard culture my whole life. After all, my whole aesthetic is webcore meshed with graffiti and skateboarding in general. I own a couple of boards, but I never had the opportunity to learn how to use them. But no matter my lack of skill, I always been a fan of skate games in general. What the fuck is But nothing could have prepared me for the gem that is a Skate Story.
Let me go back in time for a little bit.
2022.
One of the hardest years I have ever endured in my entire life, and I'm not even kidding. Exactly when I hit rock bottom and my depression was at a record high, this happened. Not only the game looked incredible, but the music resonated with me immediately and proceeded to change my wiring entirely.
Ever since, Blood Cultures have been a part of my life, and I truly mean it.
Happy birthday! Oh, Uncertainty, a Universe Despairs. Luno. This band really helped me staying alive. How can a sound feel so ethereal, yet make me feel like I could just float into the nothingness achieving peace? And while I was growing with Blood Cultures, the game that was about to change my chemistry was in the making. And then it hit. Everything that I like concentrated into one singular game. That's incredible. That this game was made for me.
Hold on. This is from Luno. What? Is this when the night calls? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what? I thought we only had the soundtrack from Skate Story. Oh my god. But I'm so fucking happy right now.
Because a Skate Story is literally what it feels like.
This is basically the gist of it. You're a pretty hungry demon, and the moon looks incredibly tasty. But to be able to taste the moon, you have to accept the devil's contract to be able to go on your journey.
To eat the moon, of course.
So yeah, you accept without reading the small text. You are now a glass demon. You are made of glass and pain, and you have to eat the moon.
Shit, man, that's all you had to say. I'm in.
But to be able to eat the moon, you have to do something. You have to skateboard.
Non-stop.
From the very start of the game, you can really tell how much love and care went into this. The atmosphere is sublime, makes you live in the moment and take everything in as if you were really there.
Now, let me preface something real quick.
I don't think that this game will work any other way if it wasn't shaped around Blood Culture's music. The whole scenario, the vibes, the atmosphere, it's literally breathtaking, but it only helps its case even more with the right ambience. And that's where Blood Cultures and Jon Fio get to play.
God, I fucking love Jon Fio's music, dude.
Because the moment you sold your soul to skate in an underworld where skating is absolutely forbidden, just to be able to fulfill your desire of consuming the moon,
It changes entirely once this starts playing.
This is the start of the game, and it doesn't even hold your hand. If you fuck up, then you fuck up, buddy. The important thing here is learn why you fuck up, and how you can recover and make it good this time around. The controls are actually amazing. Yes, of course, they're not as intrinsic as a skate, like, come on. But the amount of things you can do with just a couple of button combinations is incredible. It gives you so much control and groundness as well. The speed is one of the best feelings in the game. Braking and or drifting around the corners with the power slide, trying not to lose a lot of speed, clearly making everything more dangerous than it really is. In any other game, a bailout means you lose your combo, you lose momentum, and you have to recover it all again. Here, you fucking die, bro. End of story. Shattering into a million little pieces, and that's what it makes it so special for me. Not only it sets the tone of the game, but it reminds me how fragile our life really is, and how moments like this makes life worth living. It all can be gone in a matter of seconds. Sure, bailing out is shitty in a game with the context of Tony Hawk or Skate, but here, it literally means that, bro. Or as I like to call it, trial and error. Of course, you can try again. You could go slower if it means you're not gonna die on the hill. But why would you do something like that in a game like this? When the game is literally teaching you to blow it all up if it means you're gonna learn a thing or two and make it better next time. The game encourages you to actually discover how to do stuff by putting yourself in danger.
Shit, man, better stop calling me phospholite.
After learning how to do your first trick, the holy oly, and basically get a hold on how to move around, that's when you should really think hard and make the connection that
the oly button is the key to make a lot.
And I mean a lot of things. This right here is the entire list of tricks that you can do in this game, and all of it orbits around the B or circle button in your controller. I fucking love games that make intuitive choices for their controls. It just feels so fucking good to pull out neat tricks. The tutorials ain't boring either. Literally one of the first tutorials is a boss fight
Against the fucking moon.
It teaches you that exact same thing that I was talking about. Your ollie button can be transformed into a lot more.
But uh-oh, you shouldn't be eating moonslow, bro.
And definitely shouldn't be skating around here since the skating is for losers.
At least that's what the Ultra Hell Police is saying.
These ominous creatures are named
The Eyes.
not only eyes is stupid, unnecessary, a ridiculous law enforcement,
In hell of all places.
but I absolutely think they should be abolished.
If you know, you know.
They are just watching like a big brother. They expect you to comply just because you are bothering them. They are really keen on wanting to deport you, but you're actually just existing. Sure, you wanna eat the moon, but that's not even their main complaint. Their complaint is that you are skateboarding. What? The ice can slip because you're making too much noise with your skateboard. Plus, skateboarding
It's a goddamn fucking sin.
which is actually funny, considering that every goddamn demon that is not an eye actually don't give a fuck. They're either asleep, or they're literally just vibing to whatever you're doing with your board. But it's okay, because my dude got us. He's philosopher, but we like to call him Piloso. He's putting us to the test to see if we're able to convince him through skateboarding that actually eating moons ain't that bad and that we should skateboard around. A contract with the devil is not to be taken lightly, and despite the skateboarding being a massive sin, he's given us the chance to change his mind by collecting
Think pieces and have an evaluation with him.
We proceed to talk to my guy, Piloso.
It's Filoso.
He will love to have a definitely not Arizona tea, so of course we collect souls as our currency by doing tricks around the place, doing small challenges and overall just exploring, since exploration is rewarded
Handsomely.
I know what you're gonna say, this is a fetch quest, now hear me out and lower those forks. In this game, they're extremely dynamic and interesting. Not only you can meet a lot of cool characters, like this next one.
Ouch, the tail. What's up?
Ouch!
That's my tail. I'll never let go. You have to snip it off me. I hope that cutie from the flower shop doesn't see me like this. So that's the cutie he was talking about? This jit crack me.
But there's always new challenges, new tricks to learn, or new mechanics around these quests. This definitely keeps the game fresh at all times. There's always something to learn, and that makes it special. Not a single bit of slog. However, there is a slog in this game that I absolutely hated, but we'll talk about it later since it's not really necessary to enjoy the game to the fullest. But anyways, to find that exact knockoff Arizona tea, we should look for a gift shop around this place. And that's when we learn about the ability to change boards, trucks, and wheels. And possibly my favorite part of this is sticker bombing. I just love sticker bombing the shit out of my board. It's so satisfying. And damn, where is a thing in this ultra stylish hell as well? After shredding like fucking crazy for hours, your board can come from this to this very easily. I personally love the wear and tear mechanic. It gives my board personality, and it gives me more excuses to sticker bomb the shit out of it. This is how my second playthrough board was looking by the end of chapter 3.
But oops, we got sidetracked. Let's go back to the main quest.
We give Philosoph his beloved beverage as we attain the first think piece. The game is teaching you that paying attention to your surroundings is important to progress or to get rewarded.
Cool as fuck.
The second think piece is locked behind a puzzle, and once you discover how to do it, you enter a sequence of gates, like the one that we saw before. We kill some eyes, we do some neat tricks, we arrive at the end, and our think piece is waiting for us. With 2 of these acquired, we start our evaluation. That's how we learn about maintaining combos and ways to keep our combos fresh, and how our score can work as a sort of attack once you finish your combo. And how do you do that? By stomping your board at the end of your trick. Seriously, this game is too fucking sick, man. I love it. We'll also get surprised by the amount of passion we have for this unattainable quest of consuming the moon, so he gives us the green light to continue our quest. So naturally, we eat our first moon, and boy, that shit tastes rancid, and it's clearly hurting you. A demon shouldn't be able to consume a moon just like that and think they can handle it. Not with such a frail and sinful body. Each time we consume a moon, we enter into a deep slumber, dragging us deeper and deeper until we reach the devil itself, at the bottom of the underworld. In fact, your skateboard tells the legend and shows you the 7 moons of each area you'll be descending in your odyssey to take. Now, I don't want to spoil too much since I want you to experience this game by yourself. So I'm only going to cover 2 moons that I really liked. There are far better stages in my opinion, but that is really late game. And those stages are something that you should experience by yourself, since it's absolutely worth it. Remember, I am not here to fully review something. I'm just here to yap about things that I love and convince you to try it out. Try new things. That's why this channel exists, and that is why I put so much love and effort in my videos.
Which, by the way, if you're enjoying it so far, you already know what to do.
Subscribe.
Each stage divides themselves by
Chapters.
and each chapter contains a moon for you to consume, getting fuller and fuller each chapter until you reach the Devil's Vanquer, which is something that your contract clearly stated. You didn't pay attention, did you? I mean, to be honest, who even reads a contract? Specifically a Devil's contract, just accept the terms and conditions so you can play your slot. We wake from our slumber and we notice that we cannot go back to sleep, so we go ahead and fetch some warm milk. We do some sick-ass skateboarding and we arrive at
Mira.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Una rana?
Yeah!
Es la tienda de la Babelandia.
I'm so happy right
Me
now.
gusta.
Lo quiero mucho. I fucking love this thing.
That's where the cutest frog ever offers us some warm milk. Why the fuck is this cutest frog in here, man? Why are you in super hell? After we drink it, everything else in our surrounding changes. We find ourselves
In the blood pipes.
where we need to fetch some more things to keep progressing. So
I'm gonna keep it short.
we need to make our way through the subway, but to do that, we need a subway card, and to obtain it, we need to delve inside a giant sentient trash bag. Yeah! After we get a subway card, we slowly make our way through hell, and we arrive at one of my favorite moons of this game.
The blood moon.
There are not enough words to describe how this encounter makes me feel. It's so chaotic, yet so calm. Just look at it for a bit.
And once the facade is over, the real moon comes to play.
Some more moons later, at this point, our skater is extremely tired from skating non-stop, doing the bidding for the devil, eating so much, drinking so much milk, he wants to take a quick nap. Wrong! You shouldn't be taking naps. You shouldn't be sleeping at all.
Oh, you need a permit, you black. What you think this is, the UK?
Actually, it's New York. Listen, I have never been to New York. I only recently started seeing the resemblance after I watched an interview with Sam Eng about their day-to-day basis while working on the game. And this is why I wanted to talk about this chapter in specific, since you can really tell how much love went into this passion project and how it correlates to their day-to-day. But first and foremost, you need a permit to sleep. To get a permit, you need to fill a form. But to fill a form, you need a computer and a printer. And I can already see a few of you in the comments. Don't you fucking dare. I hate you. This little fella is Coney. He is an annoying little shit, but we love Coney in this house. His boss won't let us sleep, so we need to hit the Department of Death, so we can accept it into the sleep club. Well, hold up. The seer holds some moon inside of him. It might actually be worth to go to the hassle to get the form just to get a hold of another yummy tasty moon.
10 years in the
So after all that bullshit, he tells us there's a cafe across the road, where you can find a computer and a printer. Doesn't this look a little bit familiar?
I just love this little detail.
So we reach the cafe and we find one of my favorite characters, and I really mean it. This pigeon is just working on a laptop. He's working on his manuscript.
I'm stuck! Can't find the words. Everything I write sucks. Oh my god, I fucking feel you. What the fuck? Why is this pigeon just me?
This gets way too close to home. Speaking of home, this whole place feels like someone else's. I cannot express enough how much I love the world Sam has worked on. Sometimes it just feels like we're reenacting the developer's day-to-day, but through the eyes of a glass demon. To be honest, NY already looks like hell on earth to live in. And even so, I feel so enamored of a city I have never even visited before. New York through the artist's point of view, constructed with beautiful verses and surreal vivid colors. On top of what's supposed to be hell, I think that's a gorgeous way to bring homage and represent your city in a really unique way.
Both as a critique and a place of love.
Anyways, the pigeon will now ask for help by finding words to use in their script. You know, skaters have the really amazing ability to find letters scattered around the place and form words. Such amazing and intelligent creatures. Some of the fuzz don't really like us snooping in places like this, so we'll learn how to deal with them. And we also learn that there's a way our soul can expire if you do the same bullshit that I did here.
Failure to skate with enough momentum shall cause the skater... Oh fuck! Oh shit, lo tengo que hacer otra vez! Oh!
The fuzz is a type of enemy that we can encounter in this game. If you thought the eyes were just fed stealing on people, these fuckers actually shoot inside. We can also find places like the Plaza of Regret, which is where I go to cry every night at 11:32 p.m. There are so many cool little places in the underworld that could look like any other park in real life, but the concept embellishes your day-to-day places into a cult of underworld hell, and I find that absolutely fascinating. After we find some of the words that the pigeon could use for the manuscript, they write the form for us. But what is this? The form is actually in a loop. This probably won't cause any problem. This actually caused a big problem, and the problem is that the seer of the Department of Death can't stop reading it, because it's in a loop. Fun. So we decide to become even more of a criminal, and target the seer with our amazing skating skills, which devolves into the Super Hell Police, the Fuzz, to look for us everywhere and try to fucking murder us. They will use excessive use of force.
He's such a bitch. Oh my god, he's such a bitch. Oh my god! Oh, I got that on video! I got that on video! That's insane. I can't believe I got that on video.
But after all that, they couldn't resist our major driving force, which is our hunger, and that is another moon to the list.
I really think this game is something extremely special.
And it's a must for every person that wants to try something different or had an otherworldly experience through the eyes of a really passionate skateboarder, artist, and visionary. A lot of the topics mentioned in this game reminds us that our present is pretty grim, and this should be a wake-up call to stand up against those injustices that we live day after day and let our voices be heard. This is a game made with love and care, and it truly shows. Every nook and cranny feels meticulously crafted, and I can appreciate that so much since we're now living in a world where people think they can just auto-generate a thought-provoking piece of art. No, they can't. There are many sections in this game that made me gasp audibly, and it made me fall in love with it over and over again. While I'm writing and recording all of this, it really makes me want to relive this game for the first time ever again, since it's something that I cannot get anymore. Sure, I can replay it, and I probably will once a year from now on, but nothing will hit the same as the first time I hit the play button and I saw that amazing and breathtaking menu screen, not knowing the clutch this game was going to have in me. Simply incredible. But okay, hold on, remember the slug I talked about earlier?
Yeah, holy shit.
A couple of you might know, others might not, but I love achievement hunting, only if I really love the game. So I wanted to 100% Skate story. I grinded the full completion of the game even before I wanted to finish in the script. These 2 achievements were fucking horrendous. Dying 500 times is something that's not too bad in retrospect. You are meant to fail through your journey multiple times. So dying is no stranger to Skate story.
Bullshit.
But 500 was a bit excessive. It took me quite a bit to get this achievement. But the one that broke me out of boredom was definitely doing 10,000
Nutella tricks.
Now, there's a chance that you'll be allowed to sleep peacefully until...
It's not as bad as other accumulative achievements I've seen in my life, and I'm looking directly at you, Hotline Miami 2. But dear God, I was doing tricks non-stop for
3 hours and 20 minutes.
I was on BC with a friend when I was first doing it, and then she had to leave, so I had to get a really long-ass video in the background while I was doing it, and it was
Absolute ass. Oh my god, the fuck! Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, that sucked. Oh my god, that was so fucking bad. Holy shit. Oh my fucking god.
But anyways, I got the 100% at least. To me, it's really funny to find a flaw in this game. And the flaw being just 2 achievements that, by the way, you don't have to get them to fully enjoy the game. You don't have to do what I did and still enjoy the game from start to finish. We've covered a lot of points. And if you're still not convinced by now how this is a really cool game, I don't know what else I could say. But I do want to talk about something that matters to me a lot. I am going to delve into a potential spoiler in relation to the song, but don't worry, I won't get into too many details, nor I'll show entirely what's happening. But this means way too much to me to not put it in the video. So, here it is. The very end of the game actually made me tear up a little. You see, I am not a very confident person. I didn't even know I was going to reach out to so many people with my stupid little scripts talking about things that I truly love. Like this game right here. Set It On Fire was my top song on repeat that year when truly everything went to shit. It made me feel calm,
At least for around 4 minutes and 55 seconds.
It was truly my comfort song of the year.
And it has been ever since.
So to see the skater, after a whole adventure full of pain, countless deaths, deceptions, hurting in general, to rise up against all odds, not only was inspiring, but it was powerful.
Oh my god, it's happening. Oh gosh. This is actually the perfect way to end the game. Oh my god. Oh man.
That right there was my song, the song that helped make everything a little bit easier and helped me trust in myself a little bit more. To get up in the mornings, to be able to talk to you right now, to feel alive. Of course, it wasn't only the song, it was my family, my friends at the time, and my new friends that I was going to meet that very same year.
It all helps. Even if it's just a little, it all helps.
So no matter if you're a demon, no matter if you're made of glass, you're made of pain, you rise up and you keep going. Because you will never know when is it going to be the last time you'll ever shatter. And your glass pieces will decorate the obscurity of the night to shine brighter until your soul fades out. But until then, keep going. Keep on skating. Keep on failing. But never stop trying. This was a skate story. You can tell it really changed my life.